Right, it's Sunday, so that means I will make a video of the next 10 of my favourite albums of the millennium years from 2000 to 2009, which I'm going to do, 50 through to 41. But the world's gone crazy, and I find myself second guessing whether or not it's appropriate, which is daft, because it is, because if there's one thing that's constant in the world, it's that music can raise a smile in the harshest of situations. And so I'm going to continue, and I'm going to be jovial. I'm going to be irreverent, maybe, but know that it's with respect to what's going on. So smiles on your face if you're watching this and you're under lockdown. I hope that you are happy and healthy, and if you sat there with a shit ton of pasta and toilet roll, what the fuck you doing? Right, so 50. Emiliana Torrini, Me and Harmony is my 50th favourite album of the decade. This one's a bit more lively than its predecessor, Fisherman's Woman. And again, it's one that if you see Emiliana live, she brings a such passion to her live performance, and which isn't really what she's saying in her face here, liveliness and passion. She's kind of like, but she tells little stories in between her songs, and it's extremely charming. Singles off this, Me and Harmony, and Jungle Drum. Jungle Drum was a huge hit in Germany, I believe, but not very many other places. But Jungle Drum is an absolute joy of a track. So want to smile? Put Jungle Drum on, have a listen. When she performed it live, it's a really short song, like 2 minutes and something long. When I last saw her perform it live, she sang it, and it was at the Ruby Lounge in Manchester, and at the end of it she was like, "Whoa, that was fun," and somebody shouted, "Do it again." She's like, "I should do it again," but she didn't. But I really liked the way it was. 49. Siobhan Donaghy, Revolution in Me. Siobhan, obviously, to those who are pop fans, was in the first lineup with the Sugar Babes and the latest lineup with the Sugar Babes. It's a film in itself. Revolution in Me came out after the Sugar Babes' second album, chronologically placing blocks in my head, featuring the singles Overrated. I was thinking, is that what the song's called then? Overrated, which it wasn't, it's a great song. Twist of Fate, also a great song, and it's a really good, strong album throughout, and it should have got more attention. It should have been really big, and it wasn't, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Oh, I didn't do my favourite track. Favourite track off Me and Harmony, Jungle Drum. Favourite track off this. Oh, it's going to have to be Overrated, I think. You know, because you form a bond with the first single you hear of something. So I'm probably going to be really predictable. 48, Faithless, No Roots. Oh, I look like I'm getting my finger up that kid's nose. I'm going to move that there. Right, that's better. Faithless can always be relied upon for really huge stadium dance songs, but also keeping it quite spiritual. With Maxi Jazz's delivery. I mean, some of the lyrics are utter wank, but it doesn't matter because it's the euphoria the whole thing produces, and a sense of I think it comes from his Buddhist roots. I've said roots now because it says roots there, and it's a great listen. My favourite track of this is probably I Want More. There's a single version of it that has an amazing video which features the games, national games or whatever in North Korea, and you should watch it because honestly the discipline these people have, probably because they'll end up being killed if they don't, but it's really impressive. But I also adore Miss You Less, See You More, and What About Love, but I've just seen the track Everything Will Be Alright Tomorrow. Let's hope it is. 47, Annie, Don't Stop. And then she stopped. Well, she didn't. She released other bits and pieces, but albums-wise, she stopped. I love this. It's like a Girls Aloud album sung by one person. And look at the cover. Look how joyous the cover is. Stylish and joyous. Again, ignored by all but those people who like good pop music. My favourite track of this has got to be... it's probably My Love Is Better. There is a rumour that that was originally a Girls Aloud song, and the original Girls Aloud backing vocal still exists on this track. I don't know whether it is fact or not, but there's some fantastic songs on here, like Songs Remind Me of You, I Don't Like Your Band, Don't Stop, virtually the whole of the first side, Marie Cherie on the second side, When the Night on the second side as well. Breakfast Song is probably best avoided. So that was 40, what was it, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46. Now, after one solid pop album to another solid pop album, Dannii Minogue, Neon Nights. We know this is good. We know that more people should have bought it when it was re-released on vinyl, and therefore given the record companies a reason to release Girl. I have 2 copies of this and a deluxe in my house, and so I hold you responsible. That said, put the needle on it. Who Do You Love Now? I Begin to Wonder, and Don't Want to Lose This Feeling, / Don't Want to Lose This Groove, depending on whether you're talking about the album version or the single version, because the single version was mashed up with Madonna's Into the Groove. And I actually prefer that to Into the Groove. Yeah, so... my favourite track off this one is I Begin to Wonder. And actually, I don't know why at that moment I actually did begin to wonder, not about anything in particular. 45, the Chemical Brothers, Push the Button. Favourite song on this has to be said straight away, Galvanise. What a tune, what a thrilling tune on every single listen. And I can't explain why, it just is. There's probably some technical musical term for why it is so effective, because it's quite flatly delivered, with all this firework, like Beethoven, but done by big beat and rap. Galvanise is the best song of this, quite clearly, but The Boxer was also a single, and Believe, and the video to Believe really freaks me out, because it has a woman being followed around by a bit of machinery, like an insect piece of machinery that another machinery is looking at her like that. And I had a dream once as a child where a big robotic dinosaur was looking for me, and I was hiding underneath something, and let's say that, it's just me down here, don't know why, there, hiding like that, crouched down, and the big dinosaur goes like that, and it goes like that, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting away with it, and it goes. Freaked me out for a good few years. I still don't like to be going near massive robotic dinosaurs now. No, I've not seen any. 44. Alphabeat. This is Alphabeat. This was Alphabeat. This was Alphabeat before they lost their charm. Sorry, I just don't really like the new album. Well, I'd probably like it more if they actually came to Manchester on the tour instead of just ignoring us. You get what you give. My favourite track of this is Fascination, because it's a brilliant pop song. They are really, really fantastic live. 10,000 Nights of Thunder was also a single off this one, as was Boyfriend, which had a really good Stock Aitken and Waterman-esque remix by Pete Hammond. Well worth checking out. But what was also there's another one. Was it Go Go? What Is Happening? Fantastic Six was also a single off this, but all the songs I've just said, excellent, a lot of fun, that album. Where are we up to? 43. 1, 2, 3. 3 icons on one record. Hopefully we'll get a second record of this, but this was the Sugababes' first album, One Touch, from 2000. Confident, classy, bags of attitude. A really perfect pop album. Overload has got to go down in history as one of the greatest debut singles of all time, in my opinion. Then we had New Year, and then Run for Cover and Soul Sound. but Promises and Lush Life are also particularly good on this. So yes, this is my 43rd favourite album of the decade. 42, MIA RLR. Now I love MIA, and she also really irritates me at the same time because, no, I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm going to say, because can't you just make music without telling us what you think all the time? No, okay, you can. Galang is my favourite track of this one. But there was also Sun Showers and what was it called? What was the other one? Bucky Dun Gun, I think, was also a single off this one. I really love Bingo off this one. I really love You Are a QT. It has very juvenile lyrics. Juvenile lyrics amuse me sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're about poo, like the one off TLC, the skit. Like it. You know what I mean if you've heard that album. It's like, could have done without that. MIA's RLR has some interludes, but doesn't have anything about poo. 41. Röyksopp, Melody AM. The first time I heard this album, I had been ice skating for the second time in my life at Alexandra Palace, and had a really exhausting day ice skating. But while I was ice skating, I just got my confidence up. Bit of a shoo going on, and then a child went in front of me, and what actually happened was, I don't know why I'm going off topic so much today, but it was like no, that's going to be easier. I can't do it. I can't do both. Right, child moving, me shooing, and the child went in front of me, and I went like that. Dived over the child and landed on both my knees. So then we went back to Alex's, and she put this on, and I listened to it for the first time, and I loved it lots and lots and lots and lots and lots, because it's a really, really strong, classy, chilled out dance album. And it reminds me of having really hurt knees. Not exclusively, because the song Remind Me always reminds me of, that was unplanned, I could have said that better. The song reminds me of camping in France in 2002. I'm not telling you any more about that one because I keep going wildly off topic. So that was 50 through to 41 of my top 100 albums of the years 2000 to 2009.